Men and women differ when it comes to handling stress. When men feel stressed, they tend to respond in the classic fight or flight mode. With women, they respond differently. Newer research from UCLA shows that women actually have a different stress response. They have what Professor Shelley Taylor describes as tend and befriend. So women are different, right? We have way more estrogen. It turns out that stress favors men. And when women are responding to stress, we really find that getting together with other women, raising oxytocin, is one of the best ways that we can manage stress. So why do we even need stress? Let's back up to that. I want you to understand that we need to be able to respond to a crisis. So cortisol is this hormone that you really need. It's not like we can live without it, but it's one of those hormones that we want to manage like we manage our 401k. Cortisol helps you in the morning. It helps you get out of bed. It helps you feel like you've got energy, and it's at its peak level when you first wake up in the morning, within about 30 to 60 minutes. But if you are running around stressed out, like I was in my 30s, it turns out that cortisol can stay elevated and cause a number of problems. It can make you fat, cranky, it can fry your memory, it can give you brain fog. It's been linked to Alzheimer's disease. It's also been shown to create a muffin top. So you have a lot more belly fat with cortisol receptors compared to fat elsewhere, 4 times the number of cortisol receptors. And so when cortisol's high, you get into a vicious cycle of creating more and more belly fat. High cortisol has also been shown to accelerate the aging process. We know this from research at UCSF with Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn. So women especially who have a lot of stress and have high cortisol levels, they shorten their telomeres. Telomeres are those cute little caps on your chromosomes that are the best marker of biological aging. They help your chromosomes stay stable as cells divide. And if they shorten prematurely, as they do in women who are stressed out, that can actually be linked to aging faster. In fact, in the research that Elizabeth Blackburn did, where she earned the Nobel Prize in 2009, she found that women who had a sick child, who were under a ton of stress, who perceived that life was stressful, compared to women with a healthy child, on average aged 10 years faster. So one of the things that I think is really helpful for you is to understand whether cortisol is a problem. One of the ways that I recommend that we figure out if cortisol is a problem for you is to use a tool. And you'll see the link below that'll get you to this particular tool. It's my hormone assessment. With this assessment, it'll tell you whether cortisol is a problem, whether cortisol is working for you as one of the Charlie's Angels, or if it's working against you. Some of the signs that cortisol is off include feeling tired but wired, feeling like you're constantly rushing from one task to the next, feeling like your belly's growing, or maybe you have an issue with some of your cholesterol numbers. So I want you to take this assessment and figure out whether cortisol is on the team or not. If you have a problem with cortisol, if it's too high or too low, or even both within the same day, then this quiz will give you some information about how you can take some steps towards balancing your hormones again. This is Dr. Sara Gottfried. I've got another video coming up next about estrogen and its balance with progesterone and testosterone. I'm really excited to share that with you, so be sure to watch the next video and tell us you like it if you like this video. We want to know. Thanks. See you next time. Dr. Sara signing out.